Hey guys, how's it going? Matt here with another episode of the vlog. This one's going to be an interesting vehicle tour. We're going to talk to Michael over here.
Hi, I'm Mike Ladden. I am currently driving, the goal anyways, is to currently drive around the world. 220,000 miles is what I predicted going to be. With the pandemic going on, who knows when and how long that's going to take. I custom built this Storton Stevenson 1994. My goal as well is cycling. I try to ride more miles than I drive.
That's the goal?
That is my goal.
Nice.
So right now, I think I'm at in the last year, I'm at 9,000 miles driving and 7,500 riding. So I'm a little behind.
Okay.
We'll get there.
We both ran into the same, our dream and the reality of the world as it is a tough way to mix the two. So you've been in the States and you were ready to do the journey, and then...
Well, so yeah, I left in June 2020. Obviously, that's when everything was kind of going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
And so all the borders are closed, by and large. So I've just been bouncing around the States. You could spend 30 years in the States looking at stuff.
For sure.
For sure, right? Yeah. This winter, I'm going to go down to Mexico for the winter. I'm hoping it clears out Central America borders and I can hit Central and South America probably next fall, 2022.
What sort of reasonings did you have to get something so large, and what sort of disadvantages and advantages do you have with this sort of a vehicle?
So I've done it all, from a vehicle perspective. I went across Africa with a Land Rover, an 88-inch wheelbase, small truck.
Yeah.
A lot of challenges, tight space, two of us riding in that. I've done rooftop tents, I've done back of trucks, vans kind of stuff. I had, for a year, I've been out with my Mercedes Unimog and Overland Expedition trailer that I had custom built. And that I sold.
Okay.
And I thought that was going around the world.
I want to see this guy's garage.
Yeah, well, I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
I sold everything at this point. I'm out. I live in this full time, and I basically got rid of everything. I still have my old Land Rover that I've had for 30 years. But the Unimog and the trailer, what I found was, just for everyday full-time living, the trailer wasn't quite big enough. And what I was doing was I would live in the trailer, and every time I needed something, I'd have to go into the truck and pull it out of a bin.
Yeah.
And that gets old after a while. So I saw this online. This is a big truck.
Yeah.
Disadvantages, it's big,
yep.
It's tall, heavy. The advantages to it, I had to have comforts of home, and it is my home. So I have a full-size shower, I have a real bed. I tell people, you got to be somewhat comfortable and happy.
I mean, obviously you haven't taken it in some of the other countries, but what do you foresee? Do you think that it's going to be so thick and strong that it'll kind of deter people, or do you think it'll be almost let's take a look at that?
Well, what I have found, and I may have a reverse mentality than a lot of world travelers do, but I've noticed when I'm traveling, particularly in developing countries, attention is a good thing.
Yeah.
And this will attract, it's orange, right?
Yeah.
So it was a camo green, and I don't want to look like military, so I paint it, it was either yellow, orange, or pink, and I like orange the best. So made it orange. Yes, it's like driving into town with a circus.
Yeah.
But you get to meet people that way. It's like, and once you meet people, you hang out with the locals. You're part of the community. That's what I want to do. I want to be a part of the local stuff. I want to explore the world through the eyes of the people that are there. So I find that attention is good. The other thing is, from a security standpoint, the more attention you get, the more people that are kind of watching out for you.
Yeah, we might have seen a couple of these in our lifetime in North America.
Yeah.
But you'll find people in far-off countries, they will never see anything like this. And so you find this large group, and there might be a couple of bad eggs in there.
Yep.
But because all the good eggs are there too,
yep.
You kind of develop a buffer around you.
You're protected by the good eggs.
You're protected by the good eggs.
Right.
And nobody's going to try and steal anything when there's so many eyes on you. That's for sure.
Yep.
You know, a lot of the people that I talk to, because I've traveled a lot through Asia and different countries and Cambodia, and I've had maybe one bad experience, but most of the time the worries are dispelled.
Yeah.
Because the world's a lot nicer place than I think most people realize.
That's right.
Well, where do you get something like this?
The military buys up lots of stuff. They tend to, go through it. They sell it off. Low mileage. I got it with only like 6,700 miles on it.
100. Whoa.
6,700 miles.
Nice.
1994. So it sat around on a military base. Picked it up, you know, did the whole build myself. And that's kind of the advantage of doing that. I like to do everything myself. The main reason for that is I know when something goes wrong, I know what it is because I built it.
Yep. How high off the ground do you sit? Is it about?
You know, I don't know that. I'm not sure. I would say that's about 4 feet, 5 feet.
Yeah. Wow.
I tried to design it so I felt like home, as opposed to oftentimes I see a lot of overland builds, particularly that are very, I almost call them military.
Yeah.
So if you take a military truck and then you make it look military inside, I want it to feel like home because it is my home.
Yeah.
And my big important things were kitchen, computer.
Oh wow.
So I got a full 27-inch iMac, a real bed with a real mattress, full-size shower. Everybody has their different things that are important to them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of up at the top of my list. I took a nice hot shower this morning. It was great.
I didn't. And it wasn't
There you
great.
go. So, this truck and fully loaded with water, fuel on board is 22,000 pounds.
Okay.
So disadvantage, I've been through Africa where you've got, you know, you're not going to hand up a bunch of bridges. Things are too,
Yeah.
you know, too heavy for. Although half the time we used to drive on the side of the bridge, anyways, through the water, much safer.
Yeah.
Carrying 82 gallons of fresh water, I could probably take 25 showers with that. Gray water tank is 20 gallons. Cassette toilet, I found the cassette toilet is the way to go for me. Basically it's like right behind you, it's a home window air conditioner.
Okay.
You know, a $200 air conditioner that, you know, it's a 5,000 BTU or something, this is all of 135 square feet. I have 8 100 amp lithium ion batteries, you know, 1,200 watts of solar on the roof. I've got the Honda generator. So I have a generator if I ever need it. I've never used that. I can go probably using everything.
You have a Blue Eddy though.
I do have a Blue Eddy.
You have a Blue Eddy.
I do have a Blue Eddy. That works great.
You'll see a review from
Yeah.
Blue Eddy on my channel in a couple of weeks.
Right. It works great.
Yeah.
But when I say power, I mean I'm using a 27-inch computer screen.
Yep.
AC's running all the time. You know, all my outlets and everything are working. 3,000 watt inverter. So power is not an issue. I find that I'm almost 100% solar. So I have a lot of real estate on the roof. It's all full of solar.
Right. Oh, but it's not all real estate. Could we go up there? Could we go up there?
Go up there.
Okay, we'll do that at the end. We'll do that at the very end.
Do that.
Oh,
Bathroom area
that's
has
not just a shower. That's
no, that's the bathroom.
holy
That's the
moly.
WC water closet. So
That's
got
beautiful.
the toilet. It's got the sink. You know, storage for.
And we're a couple of dudes, but it smells fabulous in here. It smells really nice. Holy moly.
Full size. Rain shower.
I am very jealous. I am not having a shower in my van.
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
Sad.
Yeah, I know. And then, you know, you got your wardrobe. This is IKEA, too.
Okay.
This is a full-size bed.
Okay.
A regular mattress. I mean, this is a big mattress.
Yeah,
It's a pretty
yeah.
good mattress.
So this is your dining room table?
Yeah, dining room table folds out.
Is this an IKEA? Is this from
It's IKEA. So everything.
Yeah, I saw this.
Everything in here is IKEA. The cabinets are IKEA.
This is IKEA, I've
This
seen
is
that.
IKEA, the Star Wars. I call it the Star Wars lamp. Yeah, the sink is double bowl sink is IKEA. Faucet's IKEA. Bathroom, the sink in there is IKEA. Yeah.
Well, IKEA makes some good
It's
stuff
easy to
if you
put
can work
together.
with it.
It's inexpensive.
Yeah.
It's easily swapped out.
What about the ceiling? These are plastic?
Plastic. It's
Whoa,
a,
looks so nice.
Yep, it's a plastic tin ceiling knockoff. One of the things I wanted was for particularly changing climates a lot is to have no real wood. So and because no contraction, expansion, things going on. So everything's plastic.
What is under this floor? Do you have like how thick is the subfloor and then
So
insulation?
the military, this was a communications truck. It had it's basically I call it an insulated refrigerator box, right? It's got 4-inch thick walls, insulated floor ceiling, in the wall. So
Wow.
and then, by the way, these windows I didn't install. These are from the military. That's how it was.
Are they double pane?
No,
or,
these
they're
are
single pane?
not.
Oh, that's the fridge.
So that's
Dometic?
That's your Dometic fridge freezer combo. Find the cooler style. They're more rugged and less energy.
All right, cool. Let's take a look. Oh, what is this?
Weather station.
What is that hook? You've got a weather station on
I have
top?
indoor-outdoor thermometers, so I can indoor temperature, outdoor temperature, does humidity, does barometric pressure. Yeah, wow. I love it.
Very cool. All sorts of things that I have to sacrifice the weather station for my for my little van.
Yeah, so this originally was a green box.
Okay.
It was loud, it was hot, it vibrated, it was awful. So I put in like multiple layers here. I've got carpet. This is the original military installation. Then we've got Dynamat, this is Dynamat, this is Dynapad. So all these layers. And then I also insulated underneath on the engine bay. So it's you can't really see from here, but it's, and all this stuff is done by me. Yeah.
Looks good. You did a good job.
Yeah, so you can see inside if you want to go.
Oh, yo.
I have a second 3,000 watt inverter here in the cab. If you want to plug in stuff with AC power, all my gadgets and gadgets, I call it, GPS tracker, my GPS, mount for my cell phone, all this stuff. This truck did not come with air conditioning. I installed this, later versions of the truck did have this, so I took it from a later version and put air conditioning in the cab. These are Chipmunk seats, probably the best German seats that you can buy.
Wow.
And probably the most expensive thing that I did in the entire build were these seats.
No shit.
I want it to be comfortable.
Well, I mean, you're going to be sitting in
is,
that chair for a very long time.
Exactly. So. Yeah.
How much road time have you logged in this so far?
Not too much. I've only done maybe 1,500 miles driving around, so it's pretty fresh off the build.
Yeah, it's got a lot more to go.
I got a radio in here. I was not so used to my Unimog, had no radio or anything in it, but now that I can actually have it insulated,
hey, that's nice.
Hear.
Yeah.
So I got sound. I got Sirius XM satellite receiver here. This is the control module for the central tire inflation. It's push button. So if I'm driving along and we're about to hit the sand in the desert, we hit this button right here that says sand, and boom, it goes from 65. I think it's 65 psi down to 30. Yep, the cab has hydraulic lift, so the cab comes up like a tractor trailer, so you can get to the engine and transmission very easily.
Okay.
And it also has the spare tire, which sits behind the cab here, goes up and down hydraulically, because at 350, 400 pounds, good luck, you'll never be able to lift that. All these switches up here are my overhead exterior off-road lighting. What I did is I wired the cab. All of this added electronic stuff runs off of my house batteries, and I didn't want them to run off the truck. I wanted to keep the truck as stock as possible.
Yeah.
So I've tapped into, for like my iPad and some the radio and stuff, are actually running off of the Battleborn batteries out of my house rather than the truck starting battery. Have them isolated. And right here I'm getting a 13.1 voltage reading that's coming off of my house batteries. And that, to me, lithium, I can tell at 13.1 it's charged. I've got solar charging right now. So I retired. I'd owned restaurants, and I sold the restaurants. And I still own a real estate franchise in Connecticut, actually. People ask a lot, actually. They ask, well, how do you afford this? And isn't that really expensive? I spend less than a tenth of what I spent when I owned a house. Being on the road, I mean, most of the time, your only overhead is fuel and food. Mm-hmm. There's very little other overhead. Occasionally, if I stay at a campground, I'm paying camping fees, but most of the time it's free camping. So
cool. All right, let's take a look up top. Is that a rat?
Oh my God, what the hell?
How did he get up here? How did this guy get up here?
Oh man.
I think that's a chipmunk or a flying squirrel. That's funny. Okay, so you got the
wow.
Oh, come on. That
wasn't up here last time I came up here yesterday. What the hell?
How the hell did he get up here?
I don't know. These are they're Alubox. Okay. That keeps all my cycling gear. That's all that's in these things
Oh, no way.
Helmets, shoes, you name it.
And these are
Cycling
great
gear.
cases. These are totally
waterproof.
weathertight.
Not
Yeah.
1 ounce of water ever gets in those things. All cycling gear. Yeah.
And then this is
Solo stove.
Okay.
Camp stove.
Yep.
And then I have on the deck here, you can see we can set up 2 chairs, a little patio. Look at the view we've got over Overland Expo here. It's awesome.
Yeah. Do you fly your drone from here?
Yep.
Oh,
I take off.
Yeah.
Drone takes off from the roof. And then you've got 12 100-watt Renogy solar panels.
Awesome.
And you can see that, and that's Max Air fan. That's over the bed.
Yep.
In the back there.
And your air conditioning is right here, I would say.
So these pods that were stocked to this truck, pod 1 is the AC, the house AC. In here is a 2200 watt Honda generator, and 2 propane tanks mounted up there. And then this box right here has got the 8 Battleborn lithium batteries.
Awesome.
Which is nice because all of my electronics inside are right through this wall. So my runs are really short.
Well, we've got your XM.
So this is a
XM
satellite
antenna.
radio. This is TV booster.
Okay.
And this is a WeBoost.
WeBoost.
Which works fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not live without that because I rely on internet, largely data.
Right.
And I find that this boosts my coverage, cellular coverage, by at least a bar, if not 2 bars. Amazing.
Verizon or
I'm on
or some sort of global
I'm on
package?
AT&T because GSM, so it's global. And yes, I have. I also use Skyroam. I call it the Orange Puck, and that is my data. That's sort of my house Wi-Fi, and that also runs off of the WeBoost because the WeBoost is boosting the signal for that.
So I'm going to have a WeBoost in mine as well. So that's that's at the place. So ideally, from a vlogging point of view, we would sit down in these chairs. I'd launch the drone, and it would slowly go away.
That's right.
I don't think there's drones allowed here.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
I know. I would have done that too.
So we're not going to do that.
We can't do that.
But
maybe if I jump and hold the camera.
Yeah. Well, it'd be the last shot.
Right. That's it.
So hopefully you're going to get started in a year. Who knows?
I think, I'm going to, like I said, go Mexico for the winter. And I think, I'm hoping in the next 12 months things straighten out a little bit with the pandemic and we can continue the trip and do the Pan American Highway, basically down to Argentina.
Awesome.
And then I set shipping up from Argentina to South Africa and then up through Africa, Europe, Asia, and ship to Australia.
I would hope that we could cross paths somewhere.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Hope so.
Well, thank you so much, Howard. I'll leave links for him and all of the ways that you can follow. Take a look. He's got a cool Instagram. Obviously, a lot of pictures of this guy.
Yeah, there's some pictures.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. You've got awnings on both sides.
I do. Those are they're actually Dometic powered awnings. I had an Alucab awning on my on the trailer for the Unimog, and it was good. It was actually an awesome awning. But the problem with it, it's manual. So this is great. You roll into camp, 2 buttons. And I don't usually deploy them quite as far. I usually put them out only a little bit, but I can keep all the windows open and everything, even if it's pouring rain.
Yeah.
It's also, they have LED light bars on them. So it lights up the sides, so in camp I can see around the whole truck. So that's kind of what I like.
And then one last thing. So my cycling friends, they're going to want to know what bikes you got here. So
those are one-up, by the way. They're one-up bike mounts that are mounted vertically on the back. It comes from Owl Vans. I carry 3 bikes with me. I got a road bike, I got a gravel bike, which gravel is sort of my favorite, and then I've got a mountain bike on.
They're non-electric. They're
all pedal.
Okay.
All pedal.
Human powered.
Thought about getting an electric bike now. It's just if I need to do a quick run to the grocery store or something. But
have you seen those Specialized electric bikes? Are beautiful.
Beautiful.
Really, really nice bikes. We'll talk to you later. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and like, subscribe, share, comment on his side as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Ideally, guys, what I'd like to do is have the van finished. When my van is all set, bring him into my van and we'd talk to him in a really, really cool environment. And then I'd pull in B-roll from this place. So I'd have like all sorts of shots pulling in. Well, we're talking to him about his life and his travels and stuff, playing video clips from everywhere he's going. But this is a pretty this takes everything to a whole new level. That's what you're going to see at expos like this and on tours like this. You meet people with really wild and interesting stories. Anyways, like, subscribe, share, comment. If you are interested and you want to ask him a question or anything, post it in the comment section below, or go to his YouTube channel or Instagram. Subscribe. Send him a JaYoe. Tell him that JaYoe sent you. Yeah, please drop a like, because that really helps my channel grow and helps get the word out. Take it easy.